What's up, MEGO fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. And guys, we're not stopping with the Batmans. We have Batmans for the next month. Guys, this is Figures Toy Company's Series 1 first release of Batman as we knew him from the 1970s when MEGO first produced him. This is Figures Toy Company's first Batman, Series 1. This is the one that we anticipated when Figures Toy Company announced that it would be bringing out Series 1 Batman, Series 1 Robin, Series 1 Joker, and Series 1 Riddler. This was the most hyped and anticipated MEGO launch in a long time that I can remember it being a collector. The Series 1 Batman is from 2013, and he was the first. And you say, well, there's not much difference from the other Batmans that Figures Toy Company released. Yeah, you're right. There's only maybe, as a collector and as a MEGO historian, and you guys maybe can chime in on this as well in the comment section underneath this video. But there are some differences. I think the suit was slightly a little looser. But outside of that, not much different. The card is obviously different. They went with more of a cartoonish type of artwork for the heads here. And we'll get into that a little bit. But not much, not a major difference. As you can still see, I have the shrink wrap is still on it. It's never been outside of his box. He's still locked in there pretty good. Got his extra emblem there, which was super cool. I can't tell you how excited I was when especially being a Batman fan, but more importantly than that, being a MEGO fan, to hear that Figures Toy Company was releasing a MEGO Batman. I can't tell you how excited I was, and definitely can't tell you how excited I can't even express how excited I was when I got this figure. He's been in our archives for quite some time. Get in close. You can never have too many Batman in your collection, and I can't say that and express that enough. He is by far one of my favorite MEGOs of all time. As a kid growing up, every Christmas I think I got a MEGO Batman. I'm glad I didn't ask for him, but I guess my parents saw that I love this guy so much they didn't bother getting me much else in the way of MEGOs. I mean, I had Planet of the Apes, I had some other like Robin, at Superman, but for the most part, they always made sure, my parents always made sure that I had a MEGO Batman, because I would play with him to death. He didn't stay on his cart like this. I wish they had clamshells back in the 1970s. I think I still would have a lot of my old MEGO figures if they had clamshells. But you know, once he was pulled off that card, the card and the bubble was destroyed. So being a kid in the 70s, I could care less about the card and the bubble. I was trying to get at this Batman. But it's not much difference. And we'll bring in, we'll do a quick comparison for you. Let's turn him around. We'll do a quick comparison in a minute just to show you. As you can see, the back of the card is definitely Series 1. Figures look different. It's 2013. Collect them all. Yes, we have. Batman was more very little color to this Batman. It was almost grayish in color, black and gray. Like, so they did a little different. Like I said, the artwork's definitely different. You can see how Joker looks. It's just more cartoonish. There's Catwoman. There's the Riddler. There's Robin. Kind of favor himself. He favors himself a little bit. But kind of cartoonish in the artwork. But I didn't care about that. I wasn't even thinking about the retro card figures at the time when this was released. We hadn't had a MEGO Batman in decades. So I wasn't really nitpicking on the artwork on this card with the heads. And yes, you could say, well, it definitely wasn't like the retro cards. They try to make it to the retro card scale to look like the retro cards. But these were the 4 figures that was going to be released on Series 1. So that's what they were doing. And we'll get into the retro card now because we'll do a comparison. And I'll bring out my retro card Batman. Let's move this guy to the side. And let's bring in my retro card. And maybe there's a difference. I can't see much of a difference. Well, here you got up here in the Batman logo for Series 1. It's a little smaller. The letters a little bit bigger and spaced. But then you got the retro card Batman. Big difference. It's bigger too. And then here you have, let's look at the characters. This is Series 1 characters here. Just once again, I told you about that cartoonish artwork for Series 1, for the Series 1 Batman. Then you have the retro Batman, the artwork. Let's turn the retro card Batman around. Let's turn them back around and do the comparisons again. And then you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. Big difference. The retro card is made to scale of the, the 1978, 1979 Batman retro card. Whereas Figures Toy Company, they weren't concerned about that. They wanted to give you, with the Series 1 Batman, they wanted to give you just a taste of that retro feel. Just to give you a feel of what that card was, what this Batman was, what this Batman meant to us, on the card. So we knew about the retro Batman, and they would bring this one out a little later. And obviously he's extremely collectible. But this Series 1 Batman, and we'll sit this guy to the side. Set him to the side here. All right, he's not acting right. All right, let's get this guy back over here. But this Series 1 Batman is extremely hard to find now. The product is sold out. He came out in 2013. There's one site off the top of my head that I know you can still get the Series 1 Batman if you're interested. If you're missing the Series 1 Batman figure, you can get him at Emerald City Comics. He'll cost a little bit more. He's probably going to run you somewhere around $50. And that's including shipping and handling. So it'll run around $50 if you don't have this guy. But he is technically from Figures Toy Company. This product has been retired and it's sold out. So his rarity factor is going to go off the charts. The collectability factor is going to go off the charts. He was the first. He was Series 1. And everybody wanted him because it reunited millions of MEGO fans with their Batman MEGO from the 1970s. And it's a really cool figure to have in your collection. Once again, this is the Batman that tied it all together, bringing the MEGO, world's greatest superheroes, back into the forefront of our consciousness. You gotta have this Batman. True MEGO collectors, you gotta have it. Enthusiasts, you gotta have this guy. You can get all the Batmans, that's great, but you gotta get this guy. This guy, it's fun. It's a huge conversation piece. I have a lot of conversations when friends visit and collectors visit the museum. We have a lot of fun talking about this particular Batman because this is the one that brought everything back around full circle. Guys, once again, we'd like to thank you for the support that we've been receiving. Our subscribers, thank you. The love and support has been pouring in. Thank you. New subscribers, we appreciate everything. We got a lot more in store, guys. We have a lot more fun for you coming around. To stay tuned. We're here all day. This act is going on and on and on. Guys, with that being said, please like and subscribe if you have not subscribed. It helps the channel. We would love to have you as a part of the M.I.B. Master Museum channel family. And guys, you know the drill. God bless and keep collecting.